Good morning, my wife.
Good morning, my husband.
How's things going?
Great, thank you. How are you?
I like sitting over here.
Yeah, we swapped sides because Marcelo thinks he looks prettier from that angle.
No, I just
And
like
look
facing
like a
you like
dick.
this. Look at this.
I look like a
These-
horse from this angle.
You look like a horse.
Yeah, my
I
nose.
thought you said you look like a horse. I was like, what the heck? You're selling
Your
yourself
words,
short.
not mine.
You're selling yourself short, mate. All right.
Oh, but it's was it just Rat Girl Summer or Brat Girl Summer?
What's this?
Yeah, actually, I'm talking to the wrong person. You wouldn't know. You don't understand all these TikTok
Brat,
things.
rat, frat.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, no. So we're a bit tired. Well, I am. Marcelo woke up at 5:30 to clean the house.
No, yeah, I just like knowing that we leave the house, it's clean. Come back, house is going to be clean.
But it's your only day off. Don't you want to sleep in?
Mate, as soon as the girls were here, there's no days off.
Don't. Shut up. Your life hasn't. No, I mean it's your only day off
Go
from
on.
training.
Yeah.
So don't you want to sleep in even till 7 when we wake up, me and the girls?
I did think about it last night.
I feel
However,
bad for you.
I feel icky knowing that my house is dirty.
Your house wasn't dirty.
It's
It was
filthy.
fine. It was just because the German Shepherd was over last night and Ralph molts a lot, so you like to vacuum his hair up.
Yes.
That could have been done at 8 a.m, not 5:30.
Well, no, because I've got to have breakfast. I've got to sort myself out. Then I've got to help you sort the girls out. How do I do that? Keep the house nice and clean. Everything's in order for you to be able to make their breakfast. And then you have to get ready. So if we got up at 8, that means we would have got here at 11. So
No,
Charlie
not
can
true.
thank us because I was up early
not true.
prepping us.
I hate when you, on your one day off, when you come up and try and wake me up. I hate that. Leave me alone. I'm 29 years old. I can take care. Like, I know when to wake up.
No, you don't know when to
No,
wake
I
up.
do.
Because
I've
you
got
put
an
your alarm
alarm.
on, yeah. And then how many times did you press snooze?
So I put my alarm on at 6:30 knowing I could snooze for an hour. I don't care. Every 10
Why are you
minutes. I don't-
snoozing for an hour? You know.
No, I don't know. It's like I like knowing that I've still got an hour, then 45, then 35, then 25. I like that.
That's not a good way to live, mate.
Well,
you know what's
I'm
this-
doing just fine. Thank you very much.
You know what pissed me off more about this morning? I've
What?
come up to wake you up, say, look, you better get up at 7.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get the girls up, you got to get the girls ready, got to feed them breakfast. My mum's on her way. Get up. And then you looked at me, cross-eyed,
I don't recall.
gunky in your eyes, and I said, yuck. Walk downstairs. Anyway,
I just woke up, you brick.
continue saliva everywhere. We've got to change the bed sheets. It smells like your shitty mouth, saliva everywhere.
And I had fake tan on
Yeah,
too.
disgusting.
So, yeah, a bit
Walk
orange.
downstairs. I was like, bro, I was disgusted.
Really?
Finished-
You're
hang on.
disgusted.
I'm drying about 20 minutes past. I go, bro, this girl's not up.
So
I
my
start-
name's Tayla, not this girl. My wife, Tayla.
Once you're married, you can
This
call whatever.
girl.
I said, this girl's not up. So I start walking up the stairs. And this is how I knew you were up, but you weren't up. Because I'm walking up the stairs and I hear your phone. I hear you drop your phone on the side table.
Yeah.
And I go, bro, she knew I was coming up.
Yeah, I heard
and then
you. And I
open the
said,
door.
"Fuck, I can't deal with another 5 minutes of him coming and going, we've got to go, get up. So I said, fuck this, I'm putting my phone, and I quickly got up. And then
No,
as
but
you walked
as I
in,
open the door, you've got up in your undies on this cross-eyed, and I go, Jesus, go in there and brush your teeth.
I know, 'cause
Get
like,
in there and
I
clean that
had a
face.
fake eyelash on still from the night before.
I go, get in there and clean
my
your shit up,
hair was
mate.
like
This is
tied up in a
disgusting.
ponytail.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, because I don't go to bed. When you go to bed, I doom scroll for about 2.5 hours. So I didn't go to bed last
After?
night till like 12:30. Yeah, I had photos to edit. What else did I do? ChatGPT. Oh my God, man. Guys, if you're ever bored and want something to do, put in the time you were born, the date, and the location. So just your birth chart. It'll get you reading for hours. I've got big things ahead of me. Can I just say?
You told
my
me.
future, bright. Like, if that's anything to go off, like, wow. And it said, be patient. Because I said, cool, you've promised a lot. When? Like, I'm getting on. And then it said,
You're getting on.
I am.
You're not even 30, mate.
Well, I
You're
am in
not.
a few months. December. Happy birthday for yesterday, Marcelo. 30. Yeah, so
Oh, yes.
I was like, when can I expect things to take off? And it said, just use these next 2 years to just network and build your brand.
That's what I'm doing.
The ages between 32 and 35, pivotal. So career-wise, not like love life. So don't worry, you don't need to be scared. If you were...
You're not running away?
No, well, after the sight you saw this morning, you'd probably run away. So that's fair. But yeah, so we had an event on last night, so I'm a bit tired, but anywho, not that I drunk or anything. I just got home. We got home at 9, so very normal time.
No, a bit late for us.
But
Normally
then I
we're
had
in
to
bed.
doom scroll what I would usually do from 8:30 onwards. I had to move that to...
So is that
later.
your routine now?
Yeah.
Before
I don't
bed?
care. I'm not here to get your woo-woo judgment of, so not good for you.
No,
I don't care.
I don't care. So not good for you. If that's the choice you want to make, that's the choice you want to make.
I always get scared when you're sleeping next to me, especially on a night where you've got training. Because sometimes, like, when you open the app, so I'll pivot from Instagram and TikTok and just keep something.
I see you pivoting.
But sometimes when you open the app TikTok, even if your volume's on low, it restarts it to high. And I always get scared. I quickly turn it down and just put subtitles on. Yeah, so you should be grateful the amount of sacrifices I make for you.
That's actually bad, man.
Is it? Well,
I mean, like if you want to make that choice, fair enough. However, it can't be good for your sleep.
no, it is. Oh, mate, my ring... You don't have to
Your
worry
ring
about
off?
my sleep. No, my ring tells me. Actually, it warns me that I'm deep into sleep when my heart rate is dropping drastically low. But that's because I got sleep apnea.
Yeah, that's because your tonsils are the size of
tonsils,
the Blue
deviated
Mountains.
septum, swollen turbinoids or something on this side. It's a whole... There's a lot in this vicinity. So, yeah.
Well, that's probably why you can doom scroll then. Because if you could doom scroll and you had all that shit in order, you probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep. But because you got your tonsils the size of the Blue Mountains, something's wrong with your nose. That's why like your body goes, nah, I'm going straight to sleep. It knocks you straight out.
Yeah, true, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
true.
Because I need this sleep.
Yeah, because I spend too much time in deep, deep sleep, and that's why I never feel awake, apparently, according to my ring. Yeah. God
Well, at
help
least
us if the girls are carrying on in the room next to me. I wouldn't know. Whatever. I'm
Mate,
sure you'd tell me. All right, I just want to take this moment to give a little quick shout out to our partner, Sally.
Unreal.
Yeah. So that, for those that don't know, we're about to head off on a little overseas trip.
Yes.
And naturally, I'm the one that has to plan everything when it comes to holidays. And this was just part of our holiday prep once again.
Who is the most organised person out of us when we go on holidays? Be honest. Who packs the girls' bags? Be honest.
Okay, well, you
No.
do pack the bag.
Be honest.
And that's all well and good. But you know what isn't all well and good? When we get to the overseas destination and you take your phone off 4G and you realise, oh shit, I actually can't call or text in this country without being charged a shitload from our current provider in Australia.
The bills do add up.
And that's when I come in, okay? So take that back. Because I took it on my chest to be organised and get us an eSIM way in advance.
This is why we're married, because we balance each other out. But what I don't understand is,
Yeah.
what's an eSIM?
Are you
What's an
serious?
I don't know what an eSIM is.
See these questions?
I've got a SIM card.
So an eSIM, it's like an eSIM. It's in the word. It's not like a tangible SIM card that you have to take out your one and put it in. That's why it's so good, because you can get it in all countries. You just go online or scan the QR code that we've got up on the screen, and it'll take you to this link. You just download the app, and you're ready to go.
See, this is why I don't have this issue when we travel, because when I'm on a holiday, I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to send anyone photos.
Yeah.
I don't want you to know where I am or if I'm enjoying myself.
Really. Yeah.
But that's why I have you, because we've used them before.
Funny.
We have used them before, and I just tell you, Tay.
And you were very grateful that we had organised Sally when it came to ordering
Personal
Uber
hotspot.
Eats into the hotel. That's
Personal
when you were very
hotspot.
grateful. But anyways, guys, if you want to be the Taylor in your relationship, download Sally in the App Store or by scanning the QR code on the screen and use code Montoyas at checkout to get a cheeky 15% off your first purchase. So the details are in the podcast episode description box. So that again is code Montoyas at checkout to get 15% off.
Sally, vinaka vaka level.
Travel smarter. It's that easy.
Vinaka vaka level from my hat. Actually, in a break, it's funny because we bought these cameras for the girls for their room. Like, we bought a baby monitor, right?
We bought 3
No, we bought
baby
one.
monitors.
We bought one twin one, and then your
My
grandmother,
nonna bought-
she
yeah.
bought us one. We don't use them. Because our girls are loud anyway, so why do we need to use baby monitors? Which is fair enough. The only time we really use them is when the girls are sick.
Yeah, like they're there all the time, but I'd mute them because I don't like the ding ding every time they move. I'm like, yeah, they're allowed to move when they sleep.
And this example, it's like it wasn't funny at the time. It's funny now that we look back on it, but we didn't need the camera because in the break over Christmas, Milan actually swan dove out of her cot. We were downstairs, me and Tayla downstairs putting our groceries away, and we heard a thump. We heard a massive thump, bang, and I've gone, nah.
So bad.
We knew straight away. Like I knew straight away, and then I said, "Tay, did you hear that?" And then Tay started crying like hysterically because it was so scary.
Yeah,
and then she's taken off in front of me.
I've done it.
She went 180, boom, pivot.
Yeah.
Cross-cut me up the stairs. And then as she's running up the stairs, I'm about 5 meters behind. I ain't have a thump. Bang!
Yeah.
And I've gone, that's the other one. Like the other one's dove out to save her. And then as I get around as I come up the corner and turn right to go up the stairs, Tay's face planted on the staircase. Tay's face planted on the staircase.
I hit my nose on the edge of the staircase.
She headbutted the staircase. And
blood everywhere.
And I've run past her.
And I'm still crying because I'm fearing for my daughter's life.
She's crying. Then as I've run past her, Tayla's on all fours, and I've said, mate,
not now.
Good luck, son. Ran straight past her up the staircase.
Literally, like the audacity for me to fall in that moment. Like it's not about you, you bitch. You're a fucking grown woman. Your daughter's in danger.
I've got to listen here, mate. All right, get your ass up.
I know.
Get your ass up. Your daughter's upstairs. We don't know what's going on up there.
I'm so clumsy though. But anyways, and then we opened the door.
Milan was underneath Tiana's cot, screaming, and then Tiana's sitting up. She looked a bit distressed for her sister. Tiana looked distressed.
It's because she's at the age, especially back then, where she found out she can stand up and jump and everything's funny. And then she's obviously jumped a bit too high and fucking her head's taken the gravity, and she's fallen.
But the scary thing is that she was in a...
I don't like that story. That actually gives me PTSD.
Yeah, at the time it was scary. But at the time, she was in a sleep suit.
She was in a sleep suit. So we're like, how? But touch wood, it's never happened again. But I think she learnt, obviously, because she was traumatized. Like I had to hold her that whole day to. And
then I told a few of the boys at training. I said, "Oh, did you check the baby monitor?" I said, "Mate, we don't even use a baby monitor. We don't need to use a baby."
And even if we ours doesn't save files. I don't save any of the footage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you think I want that on file? Oh, the best day ever. My daughter nearly died. Like, what the fuck?
My daughter swan diving.
Who wants to analyse that? Like, no thanks.
Milan is a bit of a daredevil, so that's where she gets. So, mate, I wouldn't be surprised if she wants to backfence in the future.
You know what makes me laugh about our daughters? So Tiana, really precious, sensitive, so far little girl, like really quiet and just happy to sit up and enjoy.
Yeah, so far little girl.
Yeah, enjoy life.
She'll get
her
big
sister
soon.
Milan, complete opposite. I can say this because I'm her mother. Bit bratty, got attitude.
Yeah.
She's already started back answering with her hands and all that, and like she's out there, drama queen. So both our mums, no one wants to claim her. Both our mums. Oh, Tay, my mum. Tay, you were Tiana as a baby. You were so nice and just an easygoing child. I said, sweet. Your mum. Marcelo, you were exactly like Tiana as a kid. I said, well, who the fuck? Someone would have to be like Milan to be like this.
Where'd she come from?
Yeah. And then my mum pointed out, well, maybe she's taken after you as an adult. I said, true.
I think she's taken after Uncle Albert.
Yeah, the Gallivanter.
The Gallivanter.
True.
She reminds you of Albie.
She fucking eats like him.
She eats like Albie.
Yeah.
And then Milan does this.
Yeah.
You give her food.
She bashes her sister, yell at her, and she goes like this. Yeah. So I always say, Tiana was my blessing, Milan was my karma. That's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Because my mum, every single time I was such a bitch to her growing up, she'd go, I can't wait the day you have a daughter and everything you did to me is done to you tenfold.
Your mum's, she's wished that upon you.
Yeah, even yesterday when she was minding them before we left, she said, oh, she's going to give you a hard time, Tay. I said, I know.
Even last night.
That's okay, because guess what? I invented this fucking game, Milan.
Yes, sir.
I invented this shit.
Yes, you did. That's why I'm scared of her too.
So try me. But so on that, your mum and auntie, we still got an auntie with us from Fiji. She
Yes,
flew down
Nandi.
to Sydney for the girl's birthday back in November, and she's doing 3 months here, and then she'll go back home shortly. But
To the
so
motherland.
they've been helping us out a lot, babysitting, so I can do the podcast. So last week, do you want to say what happened?
Yeah,
It's
last
funny.
week. So, if you're a true multitasker, you understand that me and Tay don't do shits in the bathroom downstairs when there's people around. No, when there's people.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want in that bathroom when you're at training. Like, let's be real.
No, but I'm saying when there's people around, we don't shit downstairs. When there's people
You
around.
think I've got to fucking got the runs and go, oh my God, Marcelo doesn't want me to shit here. No, I actually think about you while I'm shitting. Take that.
Anyway,
Take that in your cooking tonight, Mark.
we don't shit downstairs because it's close to the kitchen, and we say we don't want shit in there. We don't want shit fumes coming out.
And you know what? You're
You know,
right.
we're
It is
gallivant-
disgusting.
Yeah, no, we're walking around the kitchen. There's shit fumes coming out, so we don't shit downstairs. We shit upstairs. Anyway, with my mum and my beautiful auntie, they're looking after the girls so we can do the podcast.
Yeah,
Right?
so you know you can shit wherever you want.
No, it wasn't like that. They don't know the rule. They don't know the Montoya household rule where you shit upstairs. I'm not going to say to my mum and that, listen,
Yeah, you can't.
you can come here,
Hey,
look after the girls, but shit upstairs. That's
Litiana,
rude.
just put a cork up there and walk up the
Yeah, don't
stairs.
shit down. No, it's rude. So I keep my mouth shut. Anyway, they're here last week. We're recording the potty, and then we go home. We'll sit down and make coffee. So I'm making my coffee. We're sitting there. And then my auntie goes, obviously, to the bathroom. She goes to do her business, whatever.
No, well, before that, because this is a thing with your auntie, bless her, she can't speak a lot of English.
Yeah.
So you, your mum, and her will be having these D&Ms in Fiji and in front of me, and I'm going like this.
And I'm trying to explain to Tay.
any fucking subtitles for the fucking English bitch in the room?
And I'm trying to explain to Tay what my auntie's
Yeah,
saying.
because I go, what'd she say? Like, I feel like I'm being bitched about because you will all laugh.
Well, sometimes you are.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. And then I'm like, what? Did I miss the joke?
Would I jump on the back of it sometimes? I go, yeah, well, Tay is being a bitch today.
You're right, Mum. She's a fucking...
You're right.
Yeah.
Mate, you should have seen her out of bed this morning.
The breath. No.
The breath.
So
No,
she words something to your mum in Fijian.
After she finished in the bathroom.
Yeah.
She walked out the toilet. And then I was sitting drinking my coffee. And then she said something to our mum in Fijian, which she said, where's the spray for the toilet? And I've gone, hang on. But I didn't want to get
Oh,
involved.
because you can understand,
I
obviously.
understand.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, and I looked at my mum, and mum goes, I think it's underneath the sink. Like, that's where they leave it. She got the spray. She got the Glen 20 over there. Like, obviously, she's oblivious.
Yeah,
Tay's
I don't
oblivious
know
to it.
what's happening. I'm
And she
fucking
sprayed
cooking
it, and then
eggs
she
at this
turned the
point.
fan on in there.
Yeah.
And then about 20 minutes later, my mum and that leave and stuff.
No.
What?
Then your mum goes
No, yes.
and uses the
Sorry,
bathroom.
yes. Then my mum goes.
She goes, okay, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and then we'll go. And then so she goes to the bathroom and then she comes out in the sweetest voice. Okay, lovey, just keep that fan on for a while, yeah? Just make sure you leave the fan on. I go, oh, yeah, cool. Because, like, your mum has, like, these, like, Fijian, not, like, what would you say? Like,
Not a superstition.
yeah, but like that, where she always, regardless of whether someone's used the toilet or not,
Close the door.
Close the door because it's just not nice. Like bad energy can come out of the bathroom and stuff. So I just thought it was one of those woo-woo things. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'll leave the fan on. And then she goes, oh, you know, me and Auntie, we've started a new regime where we start our morning with olive oil every morning, and nighttime before bed we have a tablespoon of olive oil as well. And I said, why are you doing that? She goes, oh, we're just detoxing, so our tummies are a bit fragile at the moment. I said, oh, cool. Again, I'm not even thinking anything of it. And then when they leave...
She's hinting.
You come and you go, like, you know, they just both bombed Japan in there. And I said, what? And you go, yeah, Auntie sprayed like half a tin of Glen 20 in there, and that's why Mum wants the fan on. I said, oh, fuck, I completely missed all that.
I was in tears.
Yeah.
Like to myself, because they're talking in Fiji. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I knew they did a shit. And I'm not going to go, oh, mummy can't use the bathroom. It's all good. But I thought that was hilarious. Man.
Yeah, and then so before we said goodbye to, well, this is one thing with your family as well, you say goodbye to them at the front door, but then obviously we're still talking, big conversation, so we walk them to the car.
Girls are napping.
And then the car turns into, wait, we'll just have a smoke before we leave your auntie. So she pulls out a dart and she's puffing up, and we get talking about Neighbours.
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh, yeah, like Marcelo's, we're like, oh, yeah, we're blessed. Our neighbours are beautiful. And then Marcelo's like, do you remember the neighbour we had in Rose Meadow growing up in Campbelltown? And your mum's like, straight away, because I can't say her name, mate.
Yeah, you can. Blondie. We called her nickname was Blondie, right?
Oh, so her name actually wasn't Blondie, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Called her Blondie. And, like my brothers and that, they dabbled here and there. And then she had her daughter, she was a stripper, right? And so the boys, my brother and the boys, they'd go there, hang out, gallivant.
Would they actually?
Yes.
Oh, see,
yes, I was young then.
My
right?
dad assumed that. My mum told him off for assuming. No, my mum assumed that. And my dad said, "Get your mind out of the gutter, Sue. Don't be disgusting."
Angie's looking after the boys.
Yeah,
Angie's a man's man.
He was.
Anyway, I was young then, and Blondie would come over. Right, she'd knock on the door, and then she'd always, "Hey, doll," and I go, "Hey, Blondie, I'm in a young."
How old were you?
Oh, I don't know.
Like 8?
8, 9. 8, 9. I go, "Hey, Blondie." She goes, "Is Mum home?" And then my mum in the background, "Oi! Who's at the front door? Who's the..." I don't know. My mum thinks everyone wants to fight. That's where I get it
She's
from.
like me.
Someone answers the door.
Yeah.
Who's here, bro?
It's like
I'm
an
here.
interrogation.
I'm here to throw some hands. Where's my mum?
Fucking know.
Who's at the front door? And I go, "Oh, Mum, it's Blondie." "What does she want?" My mum screams. She knows I'm at the front door. They're there. She screams at the back so they can hear her because she wants them to go away.
Absolute
That's my
boss.
mum.
Yep,
This is
love
my
it.
mum.
Love it.
"Blondie, oh, doll, we just ran out of some sugar and flour. Could we get some sugar and flour?" My mum goes, "Why do you think I am here? The Woolworths. Go down the road, get your own flour and sugar. Where am I? The shopping centre. Go away, please. Close the door, son, close the door." And then so I'm like,
So you're the one who just shut
so
the
I'm the
door in her
middleman.
face.
I'm the middle. Sorry, Blondie. Close the door. That's the story. My mum, mate.
Fuck. Yeah, because she's the same as me. Because I said to her when we were explaining the street politics, I said, "Look,
Hang on, mate. Let's go back. Let's go
Yeah.
back when we finally got our place where we live now, right?
yeah,
And our neighbours down the road. My mum's driving down the street,
yeah,
and the neighbours are they're renovating, right?
Yeah.
And they had foil up. They had I don't know why they had foil on the windows. They must have been getting new windows.
yeah."
And my mum, she goes,
"Don't buy this house."
She goes, "Don't buy this house." And I go, "What? Why, Mum?" She goes, "See the next door neighbours or down the road? I seen the foil on the window. They're growing marijuana there. Don't buy this house. You're gonna buy this house, you're gonna get stuck with these people, hey?" And I said, "Hang on. Since when do you know foil, marijuana?" And I said, "What, Mum?" She goes,
"Is that a thing?"
She goes, "Don't. I tell you now, son. Tell you now. We've been renting our whole life.
Yeah.
You buy the house. You're gonna go down with these fellas down the road." I said, "Bro."
I said, I didn't realise that was a thing.
Yeah.
But I look out for foil now, like on the houses.
So
But
everywhere I go, look for foil,
yeah,
mate.
we've got that on one side, and then again, I don't know why we made family come see the house.
Yeah.
Because then when we showed my nonno,
Oh.
we go, "Oh, nonno, well, let's show you the house we're about to buy." Okay.
Yeah,
And
tell
then
me.
at first he didn't like it because next door to them they're building these beautiful new duplexes, and with a pool, like everything state of the art. And he goes, "You this goodbye." And I said, "Hey, nonno, don't have fucking 3 mil."
Yeah.
"Do you?" And he goes, "Bullshit.
No,
that
we got
won't be
one. It's a
3 mil."
duplex. He goes, "What, you buy the whole thing?"
Oh,
I said, "What am I doing? I'm shitting money out of my ass." No,
He
is that what I'm
goes,
doing?
yeah, he goes, "A good investment, you buy both." I
Yeah,
said,
he's like saying we
I
bought
said,
both.
bro,
I said, "Hey,
like it's not like when you were fucking first moved to Australia
yeah,
where houses were like
100
50K.
grand for a, yeah, 50K for a house.
Oh my
What are we
God.
shitting money out?"
So anyways, we take him and go, "Oh, this is it. You like it?" And he go, "Gum tree." I said, "Yeah, there's a gum
Yeah,
tree.
we live in there. It's a
We're
leafy
in
suburb, son."
Australia, Sydney." And he goes, "One bad thunderstorm, this phone in your house, dead.
Dead.
Or dead."
Dead. What about the girls? Where'd the girls
Yeah,
room?
I said,
He's
"Are
doing
you
the math. He
fucked?"
walks upstairs, looks in
Yeah.
the girls' room, looks at the tree. He goes, "No, put them in this room. If this tree falls,
Yeah.
falls on them." I go, "Well, who thinks like this?"
I know, and I said,
What 9-year-old thinks
yeah.
like this?
And then he's trying to tell me if I know anyone that could like poison it on the side, like to get rid of it. I said, "I'm pretty sure you can get arrested for that shit these days." He goes,
Yeah.
"Bullshit, they never found out." I said, "Oh my God." I was like, "Why do we
With
involve
Italian-
people
Yeah.
in this?
With Italian
Unless
mafia.
you're contributing to the deposit, you actually don't get a
Yeah.
fucking opinion."
We've got the Fijian superstitions, and then we got the Italian
Negativity.
mafia. No, the Italian mafia there.
yeah, oh, yeah.
You know? One's a
Yeah.
drug dealer, the tree. What's going on? Blondie, poor Blondie, you know? She's just trying to get some sugar and flour.
But yeah, when I was explaining to your mum the street politics, because you get along with everyone, as we've said last week or a few weeks ago. And you've actually had conversations with the neighbour on the other side. And he goes, are you married, mate? What's your situation? You go, yeah, I'm married. He goes, well, we've never seen your wife before. And you go, yeah, she likes to keep to herself.
I said, no, we're all low key, bro. Like, we don't really we don't talk to much people.
Oh, but I don't understand. What do they want from me? Go out at their garden and go, flash my tits. Hey, I'm here.
Here we go. Boom.
Like, what do you want? Am I meant to give everyone a basket when we moved into the area?
No, well, that's, I think, what some people do. Like, you just, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't do that. I'm not some people. Unless there's an issue with the gas or something, then you'll fucking know me because you'll hear me. But, yeah, so I was explaining that to your mum, and
That's
she was
hilarious,
like, yeah, same. Even to this day, she was saying one of the neighbours now, where she lives in Edmondson Park, came up to ask her a few questions, just make small talk, and she goes, excuse me, I don't answer your questions. Go away. Why do you need to know my business?
It's like something, I think it's like something as you get older.
No.
And I thought it was,
Imagine how bad I'm going to be
no,
then.
mate, we'll be worse.
Oh, that's what I mean.
I thought it was only your parents. They walk out their front door and they look over their fence. Who's that? Who's parking here? Who's parking there? Mate, my mum and Albert, my brother, they're worse.
No, your brother.
Yeah, he got into a
puts
fight.
the garage door up,
and sits
plants
on his
a fucking chair.
No, he sits in his wheelchair
and just sits there like fucking neighbourhood watch.
Yeah, he sits
Anyone
there.
parks remotely near your guy's house? Who's that?
Oi,
Who's
move
that?
your car.
Oi, Ma, you expecting anyone? And then she comes out. Who the fuck is that? Like, it's like, guys, hey, so other people live on the street.
Yeah,
There's actually quite a busy
the
street.
park here.
Oh my
Bro.
God. And then they think there's drug dealers that live on their street just because the people have home security set up.
Nah, there's a lot of cameras.
Yeah, but my parents have that many cameras on their house.
And then my mum, mate, they're hiding. It's my mum. They're hiding something here.
Yeah.
What?
Have you seen foil on the window, Lizzie?
Okay, have you seen phone? No, but I see cameras everywhere, every corner on the house camera.
And then Albert, he goes, yeah, something shifty happened
Albert goes,
there.
yeah, Mas, he's got a Rexy in there.
He goes,
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if
Albert, no, me and Albert is
Raptor
serious.
squad pulls up. He knows where the Raptor squad has been every week. He can fucking tell you.
No, me and Albert reckons he's got like some nice cars in there because, you know, people out west, they like their cars.
Yeah.
Albert goes,
Oh, maybe actually,
I reckon
yeah.
he's got a nice, like R34 something, like a nice Skyline. I said, Albert, we don't know this, Albert.
Yeah.
We don't know this. But they just like to assume my family. And that's when I realised our family's got so much in common. That's why they get along.
And that's why we're best friends.
Do you reckon?
Because we bond over shared trauma. That's just what it is. And then speaking of irate people in the family,
Did you ever have neighbours that came and asked for sugar and flour?
No, so growing up we had neighbours that were in their 90s and they had 12 kids. Mr. and Mrs. Reynolds. And I would actually go to their house every day after school and they would feed me orange juice, Tim Tams, popcorn. I would actually not go to my friend's house because I'd say I can't. I'm going to Mr. and Mrs. Reynolds' house today.
That's crazy.
Me and my brother, and that's where the duplexes are now. It was in that house. That big land. So I would go play there every day after school and they were the best people ever. Yeah. And they gave me teddies for my birthday every year. They gave me a reindeer for Christmas that my mum still has. And bless, they're both passed away now, but they were
bless them.
amazing. Like my mum, if she was running home, running late from work, she would tell them, do you mind if the kids just go to your house straight after school? Like, they were the best.
Then why are you so rude to our neighbours then?
Because I am a bitch, and that is just what happens in life. Life tears you down, and you've got to just get up and go.
No, we can change this, Tay. We can change this.
No, my girls would be nice to our neighbours. Rob and Chris, if you're listening, doll, I expect that babysitting duties for our girls.
No, Chris is coming there after school. I'll be lying.
So, while we're on this subject, my mum and dad, I'm actually genuinely worried for them.
Why?
I think they're both going to end up in a mental home soon.
Why?
Because of the bikes in the Shire, the electric bikes.
Yeah, we gotta crack. Yeah, we gotta.
So if
we
you're
gotta change their perspective on these bikes.
I don't know if this is a thing happening all across Australia or just Sydney or just the Shire, but people are riding these fat boys.
I've seen them around.
Right?
A few suburbs.
And they're these $5,000 electric bikes that kids in high school are getting, even younger probably. And in our area, they just fly. Don't get me wrong, I go for walks every day with the girls. I don't see one.
Yeah, because
so that don't bother me.
It's like that thing they say when you don't.
Yeah, when
you don't want something.
law
or
of
something.
attraction.
When you see something,
it
or
floods
you wish
you.
yeah.
So I'll be on the
Or
phone.
they're thinking about it. So they're obviously thinking about it.
My mum is fixated on them.
Yes.
So I'll be on the phone to mum yesterday. She's called me on a walk. And she goes, we're in a deep conversation about something, like probably Vegas or something. And then she'll go, she's on the phone, she'll be like, yeah. Anyways, oh my God, Taylor, can you hear this? Can you hear this? And there's flies past her and she goes, fucking slow down! Fucking 12-year-old. And I go, Mum, who are you talking to? She goes, those fucking bikes. I said, oh my God, you've got to stop. And then we'll get back into the conversation. She goes, here's another one. He's another little prick. And she goes, fuck me! Like that. Like, Mum, who cares? They're just getting home from school. Fuck. And then she goes, I've had it. These boys are going to kill someone one day. I said, probably you, because you're that fixated on them. So then I decided, let's introduce the let them theory to them, my mum and dad. Mel Robbins. Because I was like, this isn't killing anyone but yourself. Your nervous system is getting so angry at these fucking bikes.
High blood pressure.
It's like she's so consumed by them.
She's consumed because I never met people that when they're pulling out of their driveway, one has to get out of the car to inspect.
I know.
If there's any e-bikes coming through.
I know. Well, I'm buying high-vis vests for them.
Yeah, she gets out of the car. Angie's driving, obviously. She gets out and goes, Angie, wait there. I'm going to check the driveway and make sure it's clear so you can come through. And she looks. And I go, why do you do that, Sue? I go, just pull out. So she goes, but Mars, if we hit him, that'll be the end of it. I said, no, that's why you got insurance.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just let them.
Yeah.
And then so I said, Mum, you've got to listen to this podcast episode because you need to start living by this. Otherwise, you're going to send yourself loony. And she goes, okay. So yesterday when I'm on the phone and she's gone off, I said, what happened to let them, Mum? And she goes, let them. Yeah, you're right. Let them kill themselves. Let them kill someone else. And then it starts again. Let them ruin their own fucking lives. And they're not going to ruin my life. I said, that's not how that theory works, but okay, I'm done. So Mel Robbins, fucking good luck.
She needs to, we should buy the book. She doesn't want to read the book.
No, I bought her a Jane Fonda book 20 years ago and she still hasn't read that.
She doesn't like reading, your mum.
No, she says, I don't have time. You're up watching maths till about 11:30 at night every day.
So instead of watching maths, Sue,
read Mel
theory. Robbins' Let Them Theory.
Yeah. Oh, but one thing I did want to talk about today actually is I've noticed something about 2026 that you've taken on.
I've taken up?
Yeah.
What is it?
You're handling a lot more of the admin side of things when it comes to this podcast, and I love it. Can I just say? Relieves a lot of stress from me.
What admin stuff am I doing?
Like we made a group chat, which is great. So now instead of me being your PA and you relaying a message to me and then me relaying a message to everyone else it concerns, you just go straight to the source in the group chat. And can I just say, every time I see, like if you're at training and I see your name come up, I go, see, that would have been something I would have had to do.
Well, this is why I've taken this role on. The reason I've taken this role on is because you tell me something. This was last year or last 2 years. I ask you something. You tell me something totally opposite, different. And then when I hear back from the other person, it's a total opposite. And I said, but she told me this, told me that.
Yeah. And then
so
you asked me questions to try and catch you. I said, Mas, I don't give a fuck. I didn't tell you because I don't want 10,000 questions.
Yeah.
Just show up on the day and perform.
Yes, which is easy for me. But in terms of the admin stuff, I wanted to get on top of it because you just talk that much shit. And I said, hang on, she's lying to me, but you ain't lying. You just can't communicate. You have this communication problem where you tell me one thing and tell the other person another thing. Yeah,
I like to tell people what they want to hear in the moment.
Yeah, which is not good.
I like to avoid uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah,
very bad trait.
I enjoy those conversations because it's good to have those conversations. Good. That's why I've jumped on board and taken that in my stride, and I think it's good. It's only going to be good for the potty anyways. Yeah, so that's great. But then you've dropped the ball on other things, like admin. So we had the season launch last week, and the week leading up to it, my friend Kyra, Josh Curran's partner, reached out over Instagram. Yeah, and she goes, "Hey, what are you wearing next Tuesday?" And I said, "What's next Tuesday? What do you mean, Vegas?" And she said, "No, the season launch, you dick." And I said, "What season launch?" And she said, "The season launch is next Tuesday." I said, "Really? Is it? Great." So then I text you, "Hey, season launch next Tuesday. When were you going to tell me?" You go, "Oh, I RSVP'd for that ages ago. Sorry, forgot." What do we have to do?
It takes a lot to plan for a night out.
What if females didn't know what other females are wearing? So
we can plan accordingly. You want me to show up in a mini dress and everyone's in ball gowns?
I don't go to bed at night and go, hang on, I better message Critter and Kicks and say, what are you wearing to training tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't because you got a fucking uniform. It's a bit different.
No, I'll wear this to training. This is what I
gear.
wear to training, Lulu's.
Yeah.
I don't go, Kicks, what are you going to wear? Oh, I'm not going to wear that.
So
Are you going to
different.
wear a basketball jersey? Nah.
So different.
I'll just come in naked.
So different.
Why do females need to know
For an
what they're
event,
wearing?
it was a bullshit.
I set the tone, son.
There's been weddings we've gone to where you go, oh, what's Adam wearing? And then I have to text Casey, go, what's Adam wearing? Shut up. It's the same thing.
No, I set the tone. You know that.
You set a shit tone.
Not really.
Because you go, oh, it's not that formal. And then I rock up and I was underdressed and everyone
You're the
was
one that said that. You said it's cocktail stand-up.
Well,
Okay, what do you want it to be? Cocktail lie down? Okay, just wear whatever you're going to wear. Wear whatever you want to wear.
You know, I didn't
What
like
am
what
I? The
wore.
fashion police? I'm not. I'm not.
You are, but you actually are. I've seen you dresses in the past. You go, that looks like shit.
Yeah,
What are
because
you, a pilgrim?
Yeah, because if your arse cheeks want to hang out, I'm not doing it, son. It's not happening.
When would my arse cheeks ever hang out?
The dresses I told you not to get.
You know, out of spite, if I can do it, I will get my arse cheek out. That made me
If you want to stand on Canterbury Road, we'll go there. We'll stand and get those dresses.
get
and we'll
sponsors. I don't care. That makes me think. I was listening to Kyle and Jackie O the other day, and they had. I'll just be quick on this. They had this girl that rang up, and she was at the beach with her boyfriend and all his friends.
What's happened?
And she's come out of the water in a bikini, and the boyfriend in front of all his friends go, "I don't think you should be wearing that. You should be wearing a full piece."
Yeah, see, that's rude. I wouldn't say that to you.
No.
When did I
it
say
gets
this?
better. No, you would never say that to me. Oh my God,
yeah.
we would have been together. You
Yeah.
have no balls left.
Jesus.
And then so she goes, really? And she took her top off in front of all his friends and go, well, there you go. Now I'm in a one piece.
Good on her.
How good! So she flashed all his mates. If you haven't heard that, guys, go listen to Kyle and Jackie on Catch Up.
Good on her.
They don't need extra promotion. They're number one in the country. But anyways.
What, do you reckon they're together still, these people?
Well, she rang up asking for advice and listeners waiting whether she should dump him or stay with him.
Dump him.
And then he came on and goes, wasn't that bad? Like, wouldn't you want honesty? Everyone goes on in a relationship. Honesty is best policy.
Yeah, but not in front of your friends.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Grow up.
Like, I remember when we were going out and there was... I was very self-conscious because I was in cheerleading and that was back when I got sidelined in fat camp. True story.
I was in fat squad.
And I was crying to you and I was like, oh my God, like I need to lose weight, all this stuff. Mind you, I was a fucking size 8. And I will clarify, this was not at the Bulldogs. They did not have an unhealthy culture there.
Disgusting.
Anyways. And
Disgusted by
and
this.
I go, I've got to lose weight. And you go, oh, you're not that big.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
I knew what you meant, but then I said, are you serious? And you go, I don't understand. You're not that big. And I said, I'm leaving. I've got to go.
Yeah, look, but at least it wasn't in front of everyone.
So
Like-
you're doubling down. I was big.
No, but I'm saying at least I said that behind closed doors, just me and you. This bloke saying to his missus he's got to wear one piece.
I was a size 8. Pretty sure I was like on Duromine then too.
I don't know why you were
like-
doing that anyway. It
No, it's
doesn't
on
make no
ballerina.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was that. That's a great chat. So,
Oh, did you that?
huh?
You that neck crack?
No, yuck. One thing I also wanted to bring up. So over the break, we got to finally sit down in front of the telly, watch some movies together.
What do we watch?
No, actually, it wasn't a movie. It was a TV
Stranger Things.
series.
Stranger Things.
We watched Stranger Things. We watched His and Hers. Fuck, what a great show.
Great film.
That was great. It was a TV series.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We watched 8
It
episodes.
felt like a movie though, don't you reckon?
Yeah, because it was so good. Everything was so like, and probably because we binged it. And in His and Hers, she obviously goes through a very sad loss of her baby, poor thing, to SIDS, but not what I want to talk about. And then by the end of the series, she falls pregnant again. And you got me at a week stage. I was like, God, that's so nice. And they go and do the ultrasound and stuff. And I turned to you and I said, see, sometimes when I look at pictures like that, I think, wow, maybe I do want to have another kid so I get to experience what it's like having one child. To which you, it looked like you had seen a ghost. And you turned to me and you go, yeah, no, well, I'm running. And I said, cool. And then it was kind of just like that. That was it. And then ever since that moment, everybody that comes over or in a conversation, you go, you know what Tayla said the other night? And they go, what? she wants to have another kid. And so you told my mum and dad, which straight off the back, violation. Because they don't need to know those things. Even listening to this now, Dad, I can already see Ange will be in the kitchen making his overnight oats. See, they want another kid. Fuck that. We're moving. We're fucking moving.
That's Ange.
Because he doesn't want to babysit any more kids. Mind you, he doesn't. It's my mum that does all the heavy lifting.
What do you mean? She babysits the kids and him?
And him, yes. Because all he does is commentate. Sue, she's over there doing that. Sue, she's about to fall. Sue, like, get off your ass, Ange, and fucking do something. This guy still thinks he's going to have time again to put Qantas PJs on the flight to Vegas. Watch this space.
Nah, let him enjoy that flight.
Anyway, so that'll be happening right now, mark my words. And then so you told my parents, and then we had Cody and Dan, my best mate, come over for dinner. And they're sitting down, we're on the couch. Yo, guess what Tay wants, guys? Another kid. And then they're like, what, really? I said, Marcelo, this isn't like a thing that you need to be telling people. At all.
I didn't know this.
At all. It's probably quite private.
Well, I thought because they're our friends and that.
Yeah.
But it makes sense now.
Yeah, it does.
Because like Tay wants to go again.
No.
She wants to sleep with me again. But I'm telling people this. It's rude.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you can
Tay wants to sleep with me again, guys. But that's very rude. We shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah, no worries. And then but it's so crazy, right? Because when we had the twins, I was like, in the moment of the newborn phase, I was like, who would ever do this again? Who? Right? But now they're 14 months old. I feel like we've come out of the trenches.
Nah.
And well, I feel like I know them like the back of my hand now. So I'm just, even when they cry, I'm like, dramatic. You're fine. Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, yeah. I probably could do that again, especially if it's just one.
But do you think if we were to have another baby, you'll be a bit more clingy to the baby because it's just one?
Yeah.
With twins, you don't have the choice.
I know, yeah. I've my friends who have had twins, they had twins and then they've gone on to have 5 years later. Just one.
And they're clingy?
And
I think that'll be...
she said this baby doesn't sleep, doesn't do anything unless she's holding it because
she's clingy.
But I get it because we as twin moms would never experience that. Like I can't even think of a time where I was able to hold
both of them
or just one and rock them to sleep because you can't. Because the other one will start.
Nah, but I feel like if we had one, we'll just stick to the same routine.
I probably wouldn't though.
Let them cry.
Yeah, because I've missed out on all that.
Well, you haven't missed out. You got 2.
Yes, but it's
what
different.
Do you want? No.
4. No, I'm kidding. Because then that's another thing. I remember our obstetrician saying...
I'm joking when I say I'll run away. I'll run the numbers straight away. I need to get a Kia Carnival. We need a 6-bedroom. Yeah. I run the numbers, mate. That's what I do, all this stuff.
You're very logistic.
Yeah, you're not. You just go, let's just push them, bang, pump them, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, well, I guess it's like it's different for mothers, right?
Why?
I feel like, I don't know. It would be weird for men. You don't carry the baby, so it's like... You literally do have time to run the numbers and all the logistics, whereas when you're pregnant with the baby, you just think of their health, right? But, yeah, I'm like, I wonder if there's a feeling that when you know you're done, you're done. Like if you're just like, nah, that's definitely not for me. Because I'm not saying I would do it anytime soon at all. It would be when the girls are at school.
Yeah, I agree.
So I've got time. Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
So that's that.
Yeah. So
right, we'll come back to it in 5 years.
You better cancel that vasectomy then. Are they reversible?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go.
Well, I know someone that got it. And then...
Fell pregnant.
Yeah, he got it.
That's crazy.
Got the snip and then...
Surely you sue the doctor. Oh, well, I guess you sign a waiver that says...
I'd sue the doctor. I'd sue him.
And then, do you remember our obstetrician as well? When we found out we were having twins, I was like, will this happen again? And he was like, oh... Good chance.
Yeah. That's
so there's that.
So if we go again in 5 years,
it happens.
And they go to the scan and they said it's twins, that's when Marcy's gone. That's when I go missing.
I follow this lady on Instagram and they had quadruplets, so 4 babies at one time.
That's crazy.
So they both had to leave their jobs because she can't do that by herself.
Yeah.
4's. That's a daycare. You're running a daycare.
How do you go from fucking 0 to 4, bro? Like that, everyone says You told me this one is like all good.
They say 1 is an aesthetic,
You just take them
2
everywhere.
is the lifestyle
2 is lifestyle
change.
change. What's 4 then? 4 is just die.
4's world's over.
4's just gone.
But they look great. They look like they're thriving. The kids are older
Good on
than our
them.
girls now.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah.
We changed our multitasker, eh? So what's our new thing now?
Now it's a question, so.
Mm.
Yeah, so instead of doing as like a shout out of the week, I was like, stuff like this is so boring.
We asked for questions.
What do listeners get out of this
yes.
that aren't the person that's been shouted out?
Yeah.
So we do a listener question now. So we'll do our first one, kicking things off with Lauren. Shout out to Lauren who listens to the pod.
Loza.
So she just said, what does a typical day look like for you and the twins?
Oh.
Well, what a great segue, Loz. Soon to be 4, apparently. No. So, that is not a pregnancy announcement. Holy shit. So, for a day in the life of twins, So, I set my alarm at 6:30, knowing that I've got an hour left until the girls wake up.
That's disgusting.
My dream, the better version of me would get up at 6:30, get ready, have a peaceful coffee and breakfast before they wake up, but the real me snoozes until 7:15. Get up, wake Louie up. I wash my teeth, brush my hair, skincare,
You can't snooze me.
and then I head downstairs, get nappies, bring them up, wake the girls up, change one each while they're in the cot so they can't run away whilst I'm changing the other. Used to take both down at the one time. Now I can't because they're fucking weigh a ton. So one down each, then go get the other one. At the moment, they have a banana and wheat bix for breakfast. Feed them. And then we're out the door most days by 8:30 because one thing I've realised, absolute nutcases at home, kind of bearable outside. So we go to the beach, go for a walk, chill out till about
12.
11:30. Come home. Well, fuck, this is boring, eh? Sorry
So
to anyone.
shit.
Sorry to anyone that's
So
not
shit,
Lauren
bro.
that asks.
She's so shit story. I'm like, bro, story. Like, get to the bit that's fun.
That is fun. And then give them lunch, put them down for a nap from hopefully 12:30 till
Well, you only change a
2:30.
nappy once. You only change a nappy once.
I'm not going into details of how much
no,
they
well,
shit
let's
and
get into
stuff. No,
details
you
then.
sounds boring. And then wake them up around 2:33. Then
They said the morning routine, not the whole day.
she said what a day looks like. You prick.
Oh, and finish it off.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, then, yeah, I'll end it there. That's about as riveting. What does a day look like for you, Mars?
Me?
Notice
Nah,
how
we're
you
not
didn't
going
get a
through it.
mention in any of that.
We're
I
not
haven't even
going-
seen you yet.
We're not going through it.
Yeah, go.
No,
You
we're
also
not.
be.
I'm not going through my routine. She asked your routine.
And I'm fucking asking you now, what's yours?
Nah. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I want to talk about my routine.
I can do it, your routine. Wake up,
No, we're not doing my routine.
wake the whole neighbourhood up, go in the bathroom, shit, fart, shit again.
So you're telling me that whole time you haven't done a shit. You hold a shit until the afternoon.
I'm not going to itemise go to the bathroom, but normally I wait till the girls nap. My body works that well.
Jesus.
Yeah, unlike you who has to do one at home and then nearly shits himself by the time he gets to Belmore, then does another one there.
I do 5 a day.
That's incredible.
That's where the girls get it from. They got their father's ass. That's what they got. Anyway, that's a wrap.
Yeah, cool.
Great app.
Sorry, Lauren, if that was boring.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Maybe next week you can message about my routine.
I just asked you and you didn't want to.
Gee, no.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lauren. And it's a Mother Monday from us, hey?
All right. Ciao, guys. See you next week. Love yous.